Welcome to Astro Chipper Hindi channel. Today's story is a very interesting. Do not skip the any part of this video.
Where sometimes the galaxy's most wanted criminal is the only person telling the truth. The first thing Princess Linera did after waking up aboard my ship
was try to stab me.
Honestly, that was fair. From her perspective, she had every reason to think she'd been kidnapped. She woke inside a smuggler vessel speeding through illegal hyperspace lanes while half the military fleet in the sector hunted us across the stars. Not exactly a comforting situation. I caught the knife before she reached my throat. "Careful," I muttered. "That blade costs more than my engine." Her silver eyes burned with fury. "Who are you?" "Currently, the idiot keeping you alive." She tried attacking again. I respected the effort. Eventually, I locked the knife compartment and stepped back. "Done trying to murder me?" "You abducted me." "Technically, I rescued you." That answer almost made her throw a control panel at me. The alarm screaming across the cockpit didn't help either. 3 military cruisers were still tracking us through the outer asteroid belts. And they were getting closer.
Fast.
My name is Kale Mercer. Smuggler. Illegal transporter. Occasional thief. Professional bad decision maker. I spent most of my life moving things powerful governments didn't want moved. Weapons. Medical supplies. Refugees. Sometimes all 3 together. I survived because I followed one simple rule. Never involve yourself in military politics. Then Admiral Sirac's daughter crashed into my life. Literally. It started on Corvin Station, one of the dirtiest trade ports in the outer systems. I was preparing a delivery job when a terrified woman slammed into my docking bay, wearing a hooded cloak and royal security restraints around one wrist. At first, I didn't recognize her. Then station alarms activated. Emergency military lockdown. Search broadcasts everywhere. And suddenly giant holographic screens displayed her face across the station. Lady Linera Sirac missing. Daughter of Admiral Sirac. Highest-ranking military commander in the Dominion fleet. The woman standing in front of me looked terrified. Not royal. Not powerful. Just desperate. Before I could speak, she grabbed my jacket. "Please leave now." Not help me. Not protect me. Just leave. That's when armed soldiers stormed into the docking corridor behind her. But something felt wrong immediately. They weren't shouting rescue commands. They were aiming to kill. I saw it in their formation, in the weapons, in the way they ignored civilian casualties while firing. Those weren't recovery teams. Those were execution squads. So, I did the dumbest thing imaginable. I opened my cargo ramp. "Get in." The princess stared at me in shock. "You don't even know me." "Yeah, but the people shooting at you seem very motivated." That was enough. She ran aboard. Seconds later, M's ship blasted out of Corvin Station while military interceptors launched behind us. And just like that, I accidentally became the galaxy's most wanted kidnapper. The official broadcast spread within hours. Human smuggler abducts Admiral's daughter.
Huge bounty.
Military pursuit authorization. Kill on-site clearance. Every outlaw in the outer systems suddenly wanted my ship. Meanwhile, the actual kidnapped princess sat across from me inside the cockpit, looking RH me. Eventually, she crossed her arms angrily. "You expect me to trust a smuggler? I expect you to explain why your father's soldiers tried to vaporize you." Silence. That silence told me everything. She looked away toward the stars OU. For several seconds, she stayed quiet, then softly said, "My father is dying." I frowned immediately. Admiral Sirac was legendary. The man controlled nearly a third of the Dominion fleet. She nodded slowly. "And I am a problem that needs to disappear." That explained the execution teams. The fake kidnapping story. The military pursuit. Someone powerful inside the fleet wanted her dead, while making it look like an abduction. And now half the galaxy believed I was the villain.
Perfect.
Absolutely perfect. The next few days became constant survival. Fleet patrols hunted us through. Because little by little, I stopped seeing her as a mission. Meanwhile, she stopped seeing me as a. And somewhere deep inside the Dominion military, The conspiracy controlling the fleet tightened its grip. Eventually, Linera revealed the full truth. Her father discovered several admirals secretly preparing military takeover plans after his death. When he tried exposing them, they poisoned him. Now they needed Linera gone before she could inherit command authority. So they framed you as kidnapped, I realized. Yes. And if they kill me too? She looked down quietly. The story becomes complete. The terrifying part? It was brilliant. Nobody questions a dead princess found beside a notorious smuggler, especially during political chaos. Then came the betrayal. One of my own contacts sold our location to the fleet. We dropped from hyperspace directly into a military blockade. Dozens of warships surrounded us instantly. Red targeting lights filled the cockpit. Linera's face went pale. The main fleet cruiser opened direct communication. An admiral appeared on screen.
Cold eyes.
Perfect uniform. Dangerous smile. Return the admiral's daughter peacefully, smuggler. I muted the transmission and looked toward Linera. That guy definitely tried to kill you. She nodded immediately. That is Admiral Veros. The same man probably leading the coup. Outside, entire fleets prepared weapons around my tiny ship. No escape routes. No reinforcements. Just death waiting patiently in space. Then Linera whispered something unexpected. You should leave me. I stared at her. What? You cannot survive this. Probably not. Then why stay? That question hit harder than expected. Because somewhere between the chases and explosions and sleepless nights, I stopped running because of obligation. I stayed because losing her suddenly felt impossible. So instead of answering directly, I powered up the engines. Linera looked at me in disbelief. You still have a plan?
No.
That is not reassuring. It's a smuggler tradition. Outside, the fleet commander issued final surrender warnings. Weapons locked onto us from every direction. And inside one damaged outlaw ship, a human smuggler and the admiral's daughter prepared to fight an entire military conspiracy together. Because somewhere during the chase across the stars, forbidden love had already begun. And if the galaxy discovered the truth, it wouldn't just start a scandal, it would start a war. For more mind-blowing sci-fi stories like this, subscribe to Astro Cipher Hindi.